Welcome to Audio Addiction. I believe it's Announcement. They can correct me if I'm wrong.
Enounment, yeah.
They can
Enounment.
say their names and what they do in the band.
All right, I'm Elijah. I play guitar and I do clean vocals.
I'm Dakota. I do the heavy vocals.
I'm Riley and I play bass.
And our drummer is somewhere.
Not here.
Anyway, guys, I asked this to every band that I have on here. How'd you start out the band? How'd you get your members?
Well, so the whole process was actually it was a project of mine that I started a long time ago as an acoustic project. And so I was playing a lot more like City and Color vibe stuff. And then I started recording a lot of more like ambient, I guess you want to say, like what you would hear on YouTube these days, like the melodic shoegaze, post-hardcore stuff.
Okay.
And I ended up writing the whole EP to this stuff now, and I found these wonderful guys. I want to say...
I met you at a show.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're like, we need a vocalist. And I was like, hey, I do vocals. That works out.
And then I think I added you on Facebook a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I think the first time you were kind of like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, just escaping the horizon, seeing what I want to do. And then I think I asked you a second time after I sent you some demos.
Yeah.
And then we all three got together. I originally wasn't going to do clean vocals. But just because of time management, I ended up having to do clean vocals that you hear now in some of the music. So yeah, it started out in my bedroom. I recorded everything, and then I just found some awesome dudes to fill in the shoes.
Awesome. So how was kind of like the first practice, the first meetup? How'd that go about? Did you guys know each other even prior to that? I know that you had said that you met at a show. So how far along did you know each other to the point where you're like, all right, let's just do this music thing?
We've had we have a couple chains up as of late, but before our first jam session, we do a lot of backtracks due to layering, and it just sounds more clean that way because there's just so much going on. And we played without backtracks the first practice.
And we had an extra guitar player.
At the time. So it was, it sounded pretty tight. I mean, it was surprisingly.
Actually, one of my buddies was there. He said it sounded really, really tight for our first practice.
We don't have any horror stories.
Granted, it did take 20 minutes to get the first song down, and it was just full of mess ups and time mismanagement and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, technically, their first practice was in a car.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Let's go back to the beginning. Yeah.
The first time I met both of you.
So we're not gonna give you everything in chronological order. You're gonna have a lot of mess up.
It's all good.
But, okay, so this is when we first hung out with Riley. Dakota and I at this point have been hanging out quite a bit.
And we had another clean vocalist.
Yeah, at the time I was playing guitar for a pop band, and then all three of us came together, and this is when we first met Riley. And then we sat and we were driving around in Riley's car with the demos plugged into his car, and we were just singing,
yelling and singing
to the songs to write the lyrics down and stuff. And that was our first technical
tryout.
Yeah, that's
I was
so nervous too, just screaming in a car.
Yeah, so it was me, Riley, Dakota, and Brady.
Yeah.
And it was all five of us sitting in this car, or four of us sitting in this car, and it was kind of like a really ghetto,
really awkward
jam session. Nobody played instruments. It was just the backtracks and him singing to it, and Brady singing to it, and then also me singing to it. And that was our first practice. But our initial jam practice was instruments without backtracks, and that one was also pretty interesting as well.
Mm. But we honestly have done most of our work in the studio, and with are making our music videos and things like that. We released one. We're getting ready to release another here shortly, along with the EP, hopefully right around the same time.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Well, that's really cool for me. Like as somebody who does like a lot of interviews, I always love getting that like perspective as like a band kind of starting out and like how they kind of grow and evolve over time. So that's really cool. But my next question is, what are some favorite venues you guys like to play shows at if you have already? And what are some favorite places you like to catch a show at your free time?
I think the very most prominent venue that I think we're all going to be excited to play at is the Beer Stew. It's a local venue here in Moline, Illinois. And I've played there with the band. I also recently just filled in for guitar with good buddies of mine at Burn Eternal. Really sick band. You would like them too. And we just played at this place called the Village Theater.
Village Theater's nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then we've been getting we got a few requests from California too.
Yeah,
as a
weirdly
place.
enough,
So
yeah.
I'm pretty
The
excited.
power of social media. But yeah, and honestly, the Quad City has a pretty decent music scene out here. Like the Beer Stew has had like Last 10 Seconds of Life and all kinds of bigger names like Portals
Nice.
and all them from Chicago and a bunch of really heavier like good bands that are pretty well known and stuff. So it's pretty nice to be in an area where we actually have places to play music where there are bigger bands that come through and everything like that. Not to mention we have Iowa City like an hour away, Des Moines within a couple hours, and there's always big names right around us.
That's awesome. What was the last show that you guys attended?
Okay. Do you want to start?
Yes, go.
Okay. Sick. All right. The last show I attended was actually I lied a little bit. I actually saw Dakota and I went to this
Hippie jam band
hippie jam band show. It was pretty interesting. I didn't know any of the bands. Prior before that, I went to go see Burials, Gideon, Polaris, Chambered, in Indianapolis, and that was a sick venue. I was explaining, like I just geeked with everybody, and it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, and I haven't really been going out of my way to go to any shows far away or like big names lately. I've just been supporting the local scene quite a bit.
Nice.
Going to all the local shows.
Yeah, and then the last big show that I went to was Cryptopsy, Rivers of Nile, Visceral Disgorge, a bunch of like death metal, beatdown, grind, whatever.
There you
bands.
go. Tight. I actually went to that Gideon tour too because it actually came near me as well, and props to Varials because they are kind of like, because I'm also from like, I go to Philly a lot for shows, so
Yeah.
they're like close enough to the point where like they're pretty much like a hometown like band for me, but they're
killing it right now.
they are killing it. So I'm excited. They're releasing a new record this year, so it's gonna be tight.
No, I'm super stoked. I actually just recently found out about him through the show.
Oh,
I
tight.
didn't listen to him prior before, and Tyler was talking to me about how he made Bad Baby, Daniel Vigroli. And I was just like, I was like, yo, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, we played the show next door where she was playing the show, and they
awesome.
met each other that way. And that if you go on their Instagram, they have a picture with her, and it's crazy. I thought it was hilarious.
That's pretty sweet.
The ultimate crossover of all time. Anyway, guys.
Please, Daniel
Next-
Vigroli, ex Burials, make it happen.
It could happen. But anyway, guys, getting back to more music related stuff, what are some of the bands that influenced you? I guess you can kind of give like a more broad brush stroke to like, who are the bands that influenced the band?
Casey, a huge one.
Casey's probably a huge
Under
one.
Oath is a big one.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
guitar playing is definitely some kill switch in there. Even.
Yeah, I'm a huge Killswitch Engage guy. Like super into them, and that's what it was between Seven Dust and Killswitch Engage that got me to play guitar today. And this one's kind of out of the ballpark when it comes to genre, but like City and Color and Adele have been major influences of mine as well. Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
I think you could speak most about what the band's influenced by since you initially wrote all the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are. It's practically been like Killswitch, Casey, City and Color, Adele, and a little bit of like. I've been listening to a lot of Citizen a lot lately.
Okay.
And that's also, I'm writing some new material for our next EP, even though we initially haven't released this one yet.
It's done. It's all done.
We're about to release this one, but I'm writing new material, and I'm going for a lot more shoegazy stuff as well.
The next one's gonna be really good. It's still gonna be heavy. Still gonna have heavy elements and everything, but it's gonna be a lot more, I feel like, mature as well. And
yeah, this one will actually make more sense than this one that we're about to release.
Working together, kind of meshing everything together this time.
Just don't pull 100th. That's all I'm saying. I love 100th. Don't get me wrong. I love them now. I
used to love 100.
Hey, you're right.
I got them tattooed on my body. Like.
Oh man, so then you do like go. I do like them a lot now too. I feel like it took me a little bit more time to like enjoy them. But that was no dig at 100. So 100, please come on. I'm not like that wasn't.
No, most definitely. No, I've actually, but like. The major influence. Do you listen to like Holding Absence?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's been my major influence. Like not the stuff they did with Loathe, but like the newer stuff. Like they're more radio vibes.
Yeah.
I've been messing with a lot, and that's where I kind of just want to toss that up, see if everybody vibes with it or not.
Yeah, but also not go right into like how all the bands that are heavy go right into being soft, though. There's going to be heavy elements. There will still be some breakdowns and plenty of, harsh vocals and all that good stuff, but it's going to be a little more dreamy and more interesting sounding as well.
I felt like two bands that when I was initially listening to stuff that what you sent to me, Ledja, I got Being as an Ocean was definitely one, especially newer being.
So funny that you say that.
Newer being.
Literally everybody. I've started making like any hashtag about Being as an Ocean now because like everybody's like, "Oh man, you exactly sound like Michael McCove from Being as an Ocean," and I'm just like, "Yeah, boy."
Like, thanks.
And then another one that like I had it and now I forgot it because I was dying at that Being as an Ocean joke. What was it? Oh man, if I can remember it later, I'll say it. But definitely, like I know that most people don't hate the comparison of Being as an Ocean. I think they're like a great band.
No, it's really one of my biggest compliments. My favorite compliment was the dude that was like, "Hey, the clean vocals are decent, but the rest is shit." Like I lost it. I lost it when the dude said that. I was like.
Didn't you make that your cover photo?
Yeah, I made that my cover photo for the longest time. It was so fun. Yeah, dude, it was hilarious.
My God.
I feel like we should make band t-shirts with that on there.
You should.
I feel like that would sell like hotcakes.
If there's the one idea that you could take away from this entire interview, I hope it's that one that you make.
No, yeah, most definitely. It's like, yes, make the shirts. I promise people will buy them.
Yeah, they will. And then the other band, I just thought of it now, Alaska. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yes.
I definitely got the comparison from them.
It's actually, that's one of my favorite bands as of late too. I think it was so different because before Kaz, the clean vocalist, joined the band, I wasn't really feeling them. And then when Kaz got into the band, it just threw this whole nother vibe. And with that, I want to say that there's going to be, I think Magnolia has a lot of, Alaska vibes. And Being as an Ocean, like you said, I can actually see that a lot more than anything else now. I'm going to just be thinking about that forever now.
Anyway, guys, to move the interview along, what are some bands that you've been jamming? Who's on your Spotify? Who have you been listening to lately?
Counterparts, Knocked Loose. I mean, I'd have to look at it. Honestly, a lot of Microwave. I've been listening to Free Throw. I go between a lot of hardcore and then the emo shit. And then, math rock and stuff. I got Foxing on there. All kinds of good shit, But my genre, what I listen to, like genres that I listen to are a broad spectrum. I don't just listen to just heavy stuff or just like lighter stuff. But that's me.
Yeah, for me, I've been listening to a lot of like Japanese metalcore.
Okay.
Stuff like Cold Rain, Crossfade.
Crossfade is great. Crossfade is killer.
Sim, all those bands.
Crystal Lake.
Yeah, I was gonna say Crystal Lake.
So good.
Right now.
They really
I'm
are.
so bummed that Des Moines show sold out.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was so ready to go to that. Like 2006 MySpace post-hardcore stuff. from first to last and all
Oh,
that.
okay.
Oh,
This is about to take a
Scary
whole
Kids,
nother
Scary Kids and
turn.
shit.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been listening to Boys to Men a lot.
Okay.
I've been listening to there's this
Alan
guy
Stone.
Alan Stone. I've been listening to a lot of Alan Stone. Shout out to Seattle, dude. They've been coming out with like the best soul music as of late. I've been listening to Ariana Grande a lot too. Her new stuff was kind of banging, but then I've been kind of tossing up with Casey's recent album too. That stuff makes me want to sit in the shower and cry.
That's true.
But like I haven't been really listening to any metal music, but I felt like that's what's been my most inspiration with writing more metal music as of late, is to completely devoid myself from listening to metal music. So it's been like the spectrum of my genres have been mostly like pop, like anywhere from like the 80s pop to dream pop and like soul and R&B. It's been pretty strange.
I do want to say shout out to Can't Swim's new album. That album is
Oh, yeah,
fire.
that's a good one. That's a
It's
great
so
one.
good.
Tight.
That's really what I've been listening to like most of the time lately, honestly.
I like that you guys have a good mix, because like I feel like that speaks very well for your band too, because like I feel like you guys obviously have the metal roots and like, you know, all that sort of stuff, but I feel like there's a different direction that you guys are coming from, and I appreciate kind of like the freshness of like, you know, pulling from different genres. So gotta respect, gotta
Oh, man, I
a little
appreciate
respect.
that so wholeheartedly. It's so nice to hear that.
Awesome, guys. Well, we're gonna get into some fun questions. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh, jeez. He just dropped bombs.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get worse. Don't worry.
Mobile. Let's do anything from Bone Thugs and Harmony. DMX would be pretty sick.
Okay.
I feel like you can.
Strawberry Wine.
I think. Who was it? Crap. I just drawed a blank. Who was the guy that did a cover of Rage Against the Machines?
Denzel.
Denzel Curry.
Yeah.
Denzel Curry,
That was such a sick cover, and
was-
after that, I've been like, yo, I could throw down on some Rage.
That would be fun.
That would be so much fun, but like, it's totally would not be our style. It'd be funny as heck.
I think we could do it.
I think it'd be pretty sick.
What Rage
I think
track?
it'd be cool to pull out some like Avoid though, like
No,
cover Father's Eyes.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one like 10-second shout out to our boys from Cedar Falls and Cedar Rapids. This is a melodic hardcore band called Avoid. They recently broke up, but they are literally one of the best bands you'll ever hear.
And
I
so
will-
well known and so respected around here.
So good. I seriously and wholeheartedly recommend you to listen to this band, because I'm trying to get my boy Nick so that we can throw down and play some Avoid live. Like,
Cover Father's Eyes.
we'll say that if we're gonna do a cover, I want to do a Void cover
with Nick.
with our boy Nick.
Tight.
That's what we'll say.
Awesome, guys. Next question, another fun one. Favorite food to eat?
Man,
I like to hit up them little back of the store Mexican joints. That's my
Okay,
thing.
I feel you.
Yeah, that real authentic good stuff. That's me.
Oh, shit. I'm a burger guy. I've been eating a lot of burgers lately, so I'll say I'm a burger guy as of late. Red Robins have been kind of doing it for me, sadly.
I thought you were gonna peek. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, burgers. I thought you were gonna peek and be like, yeah, like this great burger place that's like around me, and then you said Red Robins,
No!
and I'm like, opinion.
There's no. Okay, I'll say Five Guys. Five Guys has been like the chain so far, because I have not yet eaten at In-N-Out or Whataburger yet. So I'm gonna hold myself to Five Guys. I won't try to like throw myself in the hole lately.
I mean, my favorite food, it's like as boring and plain as it is just tofu.
Okay, feeling.
It's very expressive. It's versatile.
He's like, dude, you guys are bogus.
But I eat a lot of like cauliflower stuff, like buffalo cauliflower tacos.
Oh,
have
those
been
are- okay.
my shit lately.
That vegan buffalo
Yeah, that
pizza was dope.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
Killing the game out here. Anyway, guys, next question. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest vocalist on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with, who would it be?
Tom Weaver.
Yeah.
from KC.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Tom Weaver. Tom Weaver. Michael McCoe, obviously. He could show me up on vocals any day. Like,
Ooh, what's a dude from Fit for an Autopsy? He's a producer. Shows everything he touches. I cannot think of his name though.
Who also has he done? Didn't he do Silent Planets?
If that's the case, then yeah, him.
Maybe.
I know. Silent Planet's new album is a banger, dude.
Don't worry, I'm gonna look it up for you guys. So
You
continue.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Am I wrong?
I don't know, but yeah, I know what you're talking about because
He literally just
like
everything that he produces is
it's
so
just so
fucking
clean.
like thick and just
Mean.
oh.
But also shout out to our producer now, Aaron Isaacson.
Okay,
He
sick.
still kills it too.
Yeah, he's a very, very good producer. He's good at putting input in on stuff. When someone has a bad idea, he's not afraid to say it. You know.
Yeah, he's
Will
like,
Putney.
yeah.
Will Putney, yeah.
He kills everything he touches.
I
He's
wonder
nuts.
I wonder how much that would cost.
I don't even.
Arm and a leg.
It'd be worth it. It'd be
You
worth
guys
it.
could come out to Jersey. That's where he lives in Jersey. So
Oh, no doubt.
Hey, that's what we might have to take a drive.
there
on
we
it.
go.
A live interview then.
Awesome. My next question, guys, if there was another musical instrument that you wished you could just shred at, what would it be?
Keyboard.
I'm buying a drum set in like the next couple weeks here. Next week,
Banjo?
I'm trying to shred
Yeah,
that.
Really?
banjo, dude. If I could play any
Banjo would be
instrument,
tight.
banjo.
A
Keyboard.
mandolin. We could all just start a bluegrass band. Like that'd be a cool little side project, you know.
Enounment, the bluegrass edition.
Or you could just do bluegrass versions of your songs.
That'd be-
That'd be hilariously great.
You do
They
like
might come out with
reimagined.
fantastic.
Yeah, or do put like a dash of Creed in there because
Oh God.
I was like,
That's not what I said. So you
yeah,
can.
you're so tough.
Oh my God. Wow. We were peaking again, and then well, anyway, guys, we're gonna move on to the next question. I'm a huge nerd. I don't know if you could see any of my shit that I'm holding up in front of this camera or not. Got the Zelda, got the Pikachu on deck. But if you guys could be a video game character, who would you be?
That's a good question.
Oh God.
That is such a good question.
Jesus, I could throw some weeb shit right now. I could throw some Matt.
I'd be Arthur Morgan. Let's be real here.
Oof. Okay.
Arthur
Okay.
Morgan, Red
Okay.
Dead Redemption 2 all day.
Okay.
Oh,
Feeling?
shit. Goku would be pretty sick.
He's not. Is he a video?
Like,
game?
no, but I mean, his games are. He does have games. Let's see.
Like, maybe Dante from Devil May Cry.
Ooh.
That was
Okay.
it.
You just took a good one.
Kratos from God of War.
I guess I'm the only cowboy here.
I mean, you could be Heath Ledger. Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, no, I don't want
Not that
No,
type of cowboy.
Let's see. Shit. You just took Dante. Damn it. That would have been
That's
a good
probably the
one.
coolest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, Devil May Cry is like one of my favorite games. Okay, I would have to. Okay, I'll pick Link because also Majora's Mask is one of my all-time favorites as well.
Respect.
Can't go
Respect. Next question, guys. Keeping it again with the music-related questions. If you guys could compile a dream tour, who'd be on the lineup?
With the
wrong. We have
hard
so many different like inspirations.
There's so many.
Let's see.
Boys to Men.
This includes
Boys
your
to Men,
band,
yes,
by the way.
please.
So if you were on this tour, this would be your tour.
If Casey decided for whatever reason to get back together, Casey,
Counterparts all day. Counterparts 100%
Counterparts.
through.
True.
Movement, knocks loose. Let's get everybody from all spectrums here.
Those would be great.
Yeah.
You want to know? I want to throw a comedian on there. Can we do that? Is that a possibility?
That
Patton
would,
Oswald.
Pat,
You gotta-
I watched
you gotta-
his stand-up special the other day. It was actually really good. I didn't expect it.
No, Patton Oswald. So we got
Counterparts,
Casey,
knocked
Counterparts,
loose,
Movements, Knocked Loose, Patton Oswald.
as the headliner.
And then as the headliner, and then I think also what would be a good throw in there is Fit for a King.
Maybe sorry. We
Yeah,
would
Burger King would be sick.
we would be the opener on that show.
We would be the bad opener. Nobody would support us. It's like whoever these guys are. This is the next band.
Come on,
like,
let's get to Patton Oswald.
yeah.
everybody shows up for like a hardcore like metal show, and they're like, "Nah, I'm just here for Patton Oswalt." That was surreal.
Everybody's wearing like just like hardcore stuff, but they're like, no. Who are these bands? I just thought the shirt was cool, man.
My Metallica shirt.
Awesome, guys. Next question. Speaking about, we're talking about a tour lineup. So, who puts on a great live show in terms of bands that you've seen?
Oh,
Best live show.
so far, I think my favorite show that I have been to up to date has been Periphery. Has been
tight.
super sick. That was a pretty cool show. Burials was dumb good. They were super tight. And then I honestly want to say that the other night was Still Standing too.
Still Standing was put on.
No,
they're Quad Cities locals. They were
they're
Type.
yeah. Those
we
guys
actually used to have a couple of them jamming with us, and like they were phenomenal band members to have, but timing just didn't work out because they like to play in like 40 bands at a time. So,
but yeah, no, dead ass. Yeah, no, that show blew my mind because at first I'm not particularly a hardcore fan. However, that made me a fan that night because just the way how tight and how heavy that shit was. I made that. When like something's good and you make that stank face. That's
Yep.
what I did. That entire set list. I was like, oh shit, that drop was dope as fuck. Like, I'm just like, oh man, it was so dope.
I would say my favorite, like the band I think that performs best live is a Canadian punk rock band called Pup. I don't know if you're into that kind of music. or
Oh,
anything.
tight. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, the most energetic show I've ever seen in my life. I stage dived like 3-4 times. I was crowd surfing and shit. Like there was mosh pits, and they're such a fun, energetic band, and they're so like their music is just so like uplifting, kind of. Like it's
Yeah.
just feel good music and a feel good crowd, and it was the most phenomenal show of my life probably
I would
ever.
say like fun wise, Every Time I Die is always great live. They're always crazy. Can't go wrong there. But like as far as sound goes and just how tight and like perfect everything was, Cold Rain was like
tight.
unbelievable live. Like Masado's vocals, he didn't miss a single note the whole time, and I was just blown away. And there's like 30 people there.
That is
Warped Tour, and
that
like,
is
a
an
Japanese
underrated
band.
Japanese band. I have to say, like
They're
not
so
enough people
good.
not enough people talk about that band. They are so good.
I think
Shouts to Cody.
Japanese I feel like Japanese metal bands in general don't
They
get
just-
enough clout.
Yeah,
They're
there's
just
a whole
like,
scene over there. Like Maximum the Hormone.
oh
Maximum
my
the
god,
Hormone, fucking
yeah.
Death Note, dude.
Dude,
That's how I found them like years ago, forever ago.
no, they're such a and they're like all super just clean live. Like you wouldn't honestly hear a difference between studio and live.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
impressive.
I would agree. Also, I agree with that tour. I will say, on that Gideon Polaris tour, I thought Polaris was hella tight.
No, okay, yeah, no, I'll take back a lot of my stuff 'cause I'm gonna say that too. But yeah, Polaris was super good. They were unbelievably tight. I was upset that Ryan couldn't make it to the show.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh man, I used to follow that guy on YouTube like religiously.
Same.
I guess I have to shout out 2 more bands real quick. 2 of the other best shows I've seen where everybody was so spot on would have been Counterparts and then Thy Art is Murder.
Oh,
Counterparts
yes.
kills it. Thy Art fucking completely just murdered the show. Some guy actually got dropped off the crowd and had a seizure.
Oh, shit.
There's nothing better. There's nothing more brutal that can happen at a metal show than a guy having a seizure.
No!
That's true.
To the ending drum breakdown of fucking Reign of Darkness, like.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I just imagine that.
What a way to go out if that... Hopefully not, but if that were the case...
Ambulances came and got him. He was all good. People were outside like fanning him. It was the winter time anyway. It was cold outside. It woke him up. He's
There you
good.
go.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
I will say another band shout outs to Let Live. That's like one of my favorite bands of all time to see.
yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen anyone else hang off the rafters with their legs while they're still like screaming into microphones.
they're crazy live.
I will say I say this story every time whenever I talk about this with other bands, but I saw them on their last tour, or they're not last tour, Under Oath's last tour before they came back, and all I remember is they unplugged the bass cab, they threw it out into the crowd, and then Jason did a running start off the stage onto the bass cab, and like people were like crowd surfing him in the crowd on this bass cab, like like I was just like, I don't need to see anymore. I'm done. Like this is pinnacle.
Insane.
I'm sorry to any future fans that might see this. I will never have that much energy. There's no way.
He's like gotta be like marathon runner status, like
No,
for real.
His stamina is like insane.
Yeah, I feel like I couldn't do that.
I couldn't either. So, but anyway, guys, next question. Getting back into the fun questions. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Oh,
See, that
I
hurts.
feel like we're about to like geek out on
Anime is included. So, just
Yes,
it's a fair
um,
warning.
I've seen so many series though lately, and I love them all so much. I'd say Tokyo Ghoul is definitely one of them.
Ooh,
for
good
me.
move. Good move.
As
Okay.
of right now, I'm watching That Time I Was Reincarnated as Slime. That's
such a good one. It's so
good.
dumb, but it's
so
amazing.
good.
Have you seen Konokoba? Oh, that's a good one. It's a comedy. It's hilarious. I want to say my favorite movie of all time is Top Gun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I just have a love for really crappy '80s films, and it's got such a bomber soundtrack.
It does.
Yeah, and then my favorite TV show is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, good move.
Has to be. Yeah.
My favorite movie. I'm huge into stoner comedy. Like that's my thing. my favorite movie ever, Super Troopers.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a good one though.
Can't beat it. That nothing beats that movie. Cannot beat it. I actually, someone was ordering something for my job the other day, and they asked for a burger and a liter of cola, and then they're like, "It's for a cop." I started dying, and I was at work. I was like, "Man, don't do this to me right now."
Alright, and then for movie, I'd probably say Fight Club's my favorite
Oh,
movie.
good one. Classic.
Like every time you watch it, you catch so much more stuff, and you're just like, how did I not notice that? And then as far as like series go, Welcome to the NHK is always gonna be my favorite.
Ooh,
anime.
good one.
As well as Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad.
Ooh, okay.
I just love slice of life anime. Just they're
You
so
watch
good.
Mushishi?
I have
Orange is probably one of my favorite slice of life dramas. It's such a fantastic movie, and I'm into that sad boy shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to cry. Like Your Lie is April, dude.
Oh,
Had me
yeah.
dead. I was
watched that the
I
other
was
day.
crying like a little bitch. Dude. Oh man.
There you go.
It's also got a banger soundtrack.
You can just, if you guys ever, see them in person, just play some anime for them and give them in that sad zone.
Oh man, our set list actually is based off of Cowboy Bebop.
That's sick.
Yeah, our songs actually correlate to the phrases that we used into each song.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so people are gonna get. So hopefully some people get the
We're
reference.
gonna get a whole anime monologue at our show in between our songs.
I gotta give.
Ultra Weeb, the biggest Ultra Weeb band.
It's all right. I'm about it. Next question, guys. If you're trapped on a desert island for the next month and you could only bring one album with you, what would it be?
I already know mine.
Boyz II Men Greatest Hits.
Ooh, okay.
Swear.
Dead ass.
Right,
You got
dead ass. You go first.
Alright. Mine would be Coheed and Cambria and Keeping Secrets.
Oh,
Why do you
classic.
just throw all these silent bangers at me? And I'm just like regretting every choice I make.
That was a great one.
It was flawless.
It's phenomenal, dude.
That's such a hard question for me because I listen to so many. I don't know. I would say either the newest Movements album, which is still like 2016,
Oh,
just because
yeah.
I love that album.
No,
it's
it's
so good.
phenomenal.
I can listen to it over and over again, never get tired of it. Dance Gavin Dance's 2016 album, what was it called?
Artificial
Mothership, I
selection.
believe.
Oh, Mothership.
Yeah, Mothership.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
before that. That album's another one that's just timeless to me. I can listen to it constantly forever. Counterparts' newest album, or Can't Swim's newest album, probably. It's one of those four. I can't pick one. So basically, like, if there's, I just gotta reach into a box and grab one, and then I'm good from there because they're all equal to me.
Or you're just gonna make yourself like your own mixtape and just.
Yeah, exactly.
is that an option?
I don't feel like that's an option, but I'll give him the slight edge since you said
Pick one.
since
I'm
you
so
said
excited.
Boyz II Men's greatest hits. So I feel like that's like that's a little cop, but I'll give it to you though.
I've been throwing just like the most not metal things everybody's tonight. Because, like, okay, if it was metal, I would have to honestly say Being as an Oceans, How We Wonderfully Shall Perish has to be one of my
Classic.
all-time favorites, too.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll just
guys.
go with Mothership from Dance Gavin Dance. That's the last one.
All right, guys. And lastly, tell them about your band, where they can find you at, and anything come up in the next couple months.
All right. So we have an EP coming out called I Hope I Die Before You. It's just a lot of my trials and tribulations in life. And also it has to do with some other people that I know that are close to me that have gone through stuff themselves. And we're from Iowa, Illinois. And
Iowa.
Quad Cities.
We're from the Quad Cities, which is in Iowa and also in
Illinois. Yeah. And you can find us at Enounment Band on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube by doing probably the exact same thing, I would assume.
Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff.
Amazon.
We have a new music video that we're releasing
For Magnolia.
probably right along with the EP. That should be within the next month or two here, hopefully. And the band is spelled ENOUEMENT. It's really hard to spell. Because we might have to consider a name change in the future, possibly. But for now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, huge shout out to Reddit, even though some people gave me some like really ridiculous shit that probably won't happen for a while, but it's okay. I'm glad there's some bands out there that exist that want to do this. So shout outs to you guys and thank you for coming on. Check all the links in the description to find out about their band, their new record that will be coming out. Do you guys have like a release date tentatively when it's gonna come out?
Hopefully by either the end of this month or the beginning of March.
Awesome. So go check it out. Be stoked about it. I know I'm excited about and excited to dive into it. So go give it a listen. And if you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And thanks to Enounment for coming on.
Hey, yeah.
Thanks so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.